The Christmas ornaments of Hallmark. Hallmark ornaments aren't ordinary decorations. They're special little presents. For your family, your friends, for yourself. Keepsakes that bring back warm memories of wonderful people and wonderful times. You'll find them only at Hallmark, where there's more to Christmas than ever before.
Tonight on CBS.
What's Christmas?
Discover the meaning of the season with the ultimate Christmas movie. Join George C. Scott.
Humbug.
And the Equalizer's Edward Woodward as holiday spirits teach a miserly Scrooge a lesson of the heart.
God bless us all. And God bless us all.
A Christmas Carol tonight.
The Young and the Restless will continue.
Two brothers, one woman in a cross-country race to save a town in trouble.
We got a lady on board, and she is in labor.
John Schneider and Tom Wolpat. Christmas Comes to Willow Creek, Friday. Earl Hamner Jr.'s award-winning Christmas classic that inspired the family series The Waltons. Patricia Neal, Richard Thomas, The Homecoming, A Christmas Story, Saturday.
This is CBS.
Oh, hi. Just keeping up with the Christmas rush here at the 50 Off store. Now, it's that time of year again when everybody's trying to buy nice and save big on fine clothing for the family, gift items, and toys. And at the 50 Off store, they're saving 50% off everything in the store every day.
Well, you know how we do that. We mark each item with the price you pay in other stores, and when you check out, we total your purchase using those prices. Then with the push of a button, we cut that total right in half. Even Santa loves the savings, and you will too. The 50 Off store, where your money buys twice as much for Christmas.
KDBC TV, Channel 4, El Paso.
Your dreams of instant wealth may come true at American Family next month. $10 million, all yours. Find out on American Family's Get Rich Night, January 27th. Watch TV for your numbers when I announce the winning numbers for not just one, but 7 big prizes. You get 7 chances to win big. So be sure to enter America's only sweepstakes with my picture. It could make you super rich. $10 million rich. Don't miss out. Enter today.
Butterball made Thanksgiving delicious. So for the holidays, enjoy another deep-basted Butterball turkey. Every slice is juicy.
It's very juicy. It's a Butterball.
Fresh or frozen, it's been the perfect holiday recipe for over 30 years.
This holiday, save an arm and a leg with Pam. Pam No-Stick Cooking Spray makes baking a whole lot easier. Pam, because how you cook is as important as what you cook.
What's this? Bunny slippers?
Of all the last-minute gifts you can buy, one's appreciated more than all the rest.
Wow.
McDonald's gift certificates.
Thanks, Mom.
Your holiday place, McDonald's.
The cold that pains you most at night isn't yours. It's your child's. Introducing Children's NyQuil with no aspirin, no alcohol. It's the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, stuffy head coughing so your child can rest medicine.
Night Flight will return right after this.
MTV. Hey, you're the king of your world. Videos are your crown, so reach for MTV and gargle it down. Pop it open, pop it open. MTV.
This tastes awful. Well, at least the videos are pretty good.
Are you going to bring me my lemon, or do I have to squeeze it from my hat?
From riches to rags to romance.
No boom boom?
Goldie Hawn, Kurt Russell, Overboard, rated PG. Merry Christmas from MGM.
It's a Radio Shack Merry Christmas.
Wait, Mom, everybody wants to say goodbye. My family loves this cordless phone from Radio Shack. I got it on sale for just $69.95. Save $30. It's really convenient. There's no cord in the way, and you can dial out or answer from anywhere in the house. Even redial a last number call with one touch. Hey, Merry Christmas, Mom. Oh, and thanks for the tie.
The ET395 cordless phone. Sale price for Christmas only at Radio Shack.
Intelligence has identified a substantial buildup of hostile forces right here in our own backyard. And I'm giving you the green light to clean them out. Gentlemen, you're the best. Get up there and prove it.
Okay, boys, let's kick some.
I got him. Watch back. Moving down the right side. He's on me. Pull out. Pull out. On your way. Keep on him.
Action Max for your VCR.
Yeah.
If it were any more real, it wouldn't be a game.
It's a Radio Shack Merry Christmas.
This Christmas, I did the family's gift shopping at Radio Shack. I saved $60 on this VHS remote-controlled VCR. These two-way bass reflex speakers were half price at Radio Shack. This dual-powered calculator with memory was only $8.88, and I saved $30 on a cordless phone for the family.
Harry, I'm home. Just finished our Christmas shopping at Radio Shack.
The Christmas electronics sale, only at Radio Shack.
This is Bobby the Brain Heenan, and if you people out there have any brains, which I doubt you do, you'll watch All American Wrestling on the USA Network, the best in professional wrestling with the Brain.
You're late, rookie.
Come on, man, let's go.
Laser tag. It's hot.
Harold, we talk. Harold and I got a beautiful sale at $199 a month. You know what that means? That means with a normal down payment, I've got a 21-foot Hourglass fishing boat. You guys want to go fishing. If you guys want a cabin cruiser, look at this cabin cruiser. That's a Chris Craft cabin cruiser. There's the phone number, 432-9000. Whether you want a Chris Craft cabin cruiser or the Hourglass fishing boat, $199 a month is the sale. And we take trades. We're open every day, 7 days for your shopping convenience. It's Harold's Marine in Escondido.
Steve Martin and John Candy just met.
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones.
They have nothing in common, except the next 72 hours.
Stick with me. Do you feel this vehicle is safe for highway travel?
Yes, I do. Steve Martin.
Where's your other hand?
John Candy.
Between two pillows.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Those aren't pillows.
Rated R. Now.
Welcome, friends. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Saturday. Yeah. Ugly day on YouTube, wasn't it? We're gonna go over a couple of things, a couple of the usual people, but got somebody new. And I've never watched their content, but we're gonna watch it together tonight. This will be my first impression of this Morris dude. Whatever the Joseph Morris. This will be my first impression of this guy. Never watched this guy before, but but people seem to think that he is bad. And what he did today, because I watched Ikadmel's video, which we'll go over some of that, because Ikadmel does a fantastic job of explaining what this Joseph Morris dickhead did. So we're definitely going to review him a little bit. So this will be mostly reaction. But apparently what this dude did today was he like faked, like made a fake scream video or recording and like put it out there and implying that somebody making a lot of really fucked up implications. Very, very fucked up thing to do. Very disrespectful to the families, disrespectful to the investigation, to say the least. And really disgusting. Like, I can't even believe that somebody did this. I can't even. So this guy's been stayed off my radar, but this puts him right on it, man. So let's go over Ikadmel's video a little bit. Dude is awesome. Make sure, if you're not subscribed to Ikadmel, please subscribe to Ikadmel, because he's really, really cool, and he's really, really smart and very kind-hearted. And his channel's dope. Like, somehow he just knows when there's a police chase happening, and as soon as boom, like he goes live and he streams the police chase, and it's always super fun to watch. So besides the cases that he covers. So he's a great channel. If I got any mods in the chat, you could please drop Ikadmel's channel link throughout this video as I'm playing it. I would really appreciate that. Oh shit!
You want to make sure you watch this entire video, because I have multiple things to show you why this was fabricated. Like, we have the original source of the audio, and I don't know what kind of.
Before I continue with this, I just want to say, cheers, everyone. Here's to the first of the day. Yeah. Chet Nicholson, Easy Rider. So yeah, drink up, folks. It's gonna be a fun night. B, thank you for the super sticker. I was gonna tell you guys about something, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh well, if I think of it, I'll probably interrupt the momentum of this live just to tell you.
Kind of audio, like what modification he made to the audio. There's multiple things you could have done. You can add reverb. You can do all kinds of things to make audio sound like it's outside. Though I think maybe he just held the audio at a distance and made it sound like it was outside, and he just breathed over it. In this particular test, I'm not going to spend all day long trying to figure out which audio modification to use, but this one is reverb and low pass filter.
Dude, what a shitbag, bro, to do something like that.
What is up, Ikadmel? And we have to talk about some things with regards to Joseph Morris, a YouTuber that
I love when Ikadmel gets pissed too. Like, it almost never happens, but when it does, it's just like, oh shit. Because like he's Dominican, and I grew up, I'm half Dominican, and I grew up in a Dominican household, and my relatives, my cousins, all of that. So like he definitely reminds me of my cousins quite a bit, which is pretty cool. Very similar personalities.
came out with some audio yesterday that he claimed a neighbor released. I didn't want to have to like talk about this or get into this, but this is pretty despicable. Okay, what happened here yesterday? And the reason I feel like we need to talk about this, and I got to take you through multiple things. So you're gonna have to watch this whole video. And he's done this before. It's not the first time with the Gabby Petito case and Brian Laundrie, where he took old video and put it out as new. And the one of the big gripes that I have about doing this on this case is that one, people could be watching this guy's videos, thinking it's real, calling police, calling FBI, blowing up the tip line because of this supposed fake audio. Not only was the audio taken from somewhere else and put out as the neighbor released this audio, this article that he has here was fabricated. He edited the HTML, typed up what he wanted to say.
What?
And then played the audio behind it. Now,
Yo,
let me play this short clip here.
I don't know if you can hear it. I'm gonna
that
loop
is
it over and over
fucking
again.
reprehensible, dude. What a dirty fuck this guy is, bro.
So stop it, leave me alone. Those are the two audio clips, right? Now, this took a lot of effort from people on my Discord server. Lisa Mo, Mane.
Yo,
I
hey, big
think
shout out to
was
Mo.
helping out. Multitude of people.
Mo is a mod
helping
for,
out and looking in, and I think other people.
Mo's a mod for Ikadmel, and I guess they did some fucking serious sleuthing about this shit. I love that shit when that happens. When you fucking figure some shit out and then you just dig, dude. Like we had like a little like Scooby-Doo gang of creators and mods digging to find out if Truthy actually killed himself or not. And I'm not gonna lie, like the subject was infuriating, but the process was fun. Like going, oh shit. What's up, Ikadmel? Another shout out to Ikadmel, man. Like, thanks for making this video. I'm playing it, I hope with your blessing, because you did an excellent job of explaining what happened, and I've never watched this guy before. So you do an excellent job, and you did the digging. So like, much credit to you and your mods for exposing this. This is fucking dope. This guy sucks.
Other people on the internet as well. So I'm not trying to leave anybody out. But so we have the raw audio. Okay, so the raw audio, check this out. Stop it. The other thing now, leave me alone.
Yeah, thank you, Diggs. Yeah, good job. You guys are awesome for doing this. Well done.
Same exact thing. The only difference is his audio seems to have some sort of modification on there where it's either, I think it's either audio filtered to make it sound like it's outside, or he's playing this on another device outside or somewhere, and it's actually him just breathing on the phone.
Welcome to Cole ATS. Thank you.
Now, the source of the audio, that's a whole nother thing. If you go online and you look up, I have to give a huge warning on this. Don't go watch it yourself unless you're prepared, because it's like a woman that seems to be having this domestic violence situation going on, and her and some guy are screaming, and the guy hits her.
Okay, so this is actually, so the footage that this dude stole apparently is actual footage of a real domestic violence situation scenario that actually took place, and somebody recorded it. Yeah, so trigger warning, guys. Like, what you're hearing is a woman being abused right now. So I do apologize for that, and or for not giving you the heads up on that. But thank you.
It looks like she starts bleeding, and that's where this audio comes from. If you look up Jewel Rancid live stream takes a turn, you can find that audio. And thank you, Lisa, for finding that and sending that information to me. Now, there's a whole thing that's weird with that couple as well, because I've seen multiple videos from that couple that looks like it's either fabricated or they're trying to put on a show. It's very weird. Maybe that'll be a whole nother topic. So one more time, I'm going to do the audio, and then we'll get to the next point.
What's up, Lewis?
Stop it!
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now to the next point of lying and fabrication. So he has this article here, right? Daily Mail article, clearly. And this whole part here is fabricated. And I can tell you why. I have a multitude of reasons why.
Dude.
People from Discord, people from the Twitter community, they've reached out to the reporter that wrote this article. They tagged the reporter. They tagged the Daily Mail here. They tagged Joseph Morris, which I hear Joseph Morris on Twitter now. He's blocking anybody that questions him about this article and the authenticity of the audio. And so this person here replied and tagged Daily Mail, wondering if you can enlighten inquiring minds as to whether this highlighted piece was originally part of your article. Seems suspect to me as I read the article online and never seen this highlighted part. Looks odd, like it's tampered with, to be honest. Guy that wrote the article replies back, yes. Fake news, yes, tampered. Another thing, I went and pulled up the article as well myself. I pulled up the exact portion that this guy has, where it says Moscow Chief Police attends, and it has this whole thing. You can pause it and go back and forth if you want. This whole part here does not exist. What I suspect this guy did was on this second line here, he added the first line. So if you go back here, you see on his fabrication, these two parts, the victims and the three women, that's combined together. It's supposed to be separate on the original article. He combines them together in the second line, and then he replaces the first line with the fake information that he wanted to put in. So I'm going to show you what this guy did. I've seen this many times online. I watch these YouTubers that expose scammers, and what these scammers will do is they'll edit the HTML on a website on the person's computer. So you're not actually changing what the website says. You're only changing it on your end locally through the web browser. So let me show you. So you click here, right? I'm going to modify the second line here, and I'm going to add the first line like this guy did, right? You go to right click, inspect, and then on the line that's highlighted, you right click and you hit edit as HTML. And here you have the line, the text line of what this guy, what the article says. And so I'm going to add the first line like this person did, Joseph. Okay. Come here. Add in the line, put a little space. And let's see. Now look what it says. Okay. The first line added to the second line. Now, here,
dude,
I'm going to inspect this one and modify this, right? Joseph Morris, combine the first and second line. Then you go back under HTML, inspect, edit, and you can put in whatever you want. Joseph Morris makes up audio for clicks and views.
Yo, Aikenville's over here getting muddy. I love it.
For deceased victims. Change it. Boom.
Aikenville's getting muddy. Love it.
I put it. I messed up there. I put it T, but you get what I'm saying. First and second line combined. You modify the first line and you add in whatever you want, and then you do this little audio crap. Make a well, he didn't. I don't even think that guy got as many views as he thought he was going to get. I'm going to show you what this guy did with the Brian Laundrie thing too. I don't want to waste my entire Saturday making a video on this person, but honestly, it's despicable what this person is doing. I don't even know how to describe it. Desperate, but also it shows somebody's character.
Absolutely.
They have no kind of integrity, no morality.
Yep.
You're willing to do whatever. You're willing to scrape the bottom of the barrel to make shit up just to get views, and you don't have to do that. You can just cover the story and you'll do fine.
Yep.
But you're creating and fabricating stuff. And the thing I learned about liars, every time you tell a liar and you call out a liar, all they do is get better, because some of these people don't change because it's in their character. All they do is improve. So this guy now went to
see, I love that he makes this point. I love that point. Like, make no mistake, people. When I come up here and I do what I'm doing tonight, all right, I don't expect to change anybody. No, I'm not that naive. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people aren't going to change. They're just going to get better at lying. Every time they get caught on a lie, they're going to figure out, all they're going to think about is what mistakes did they make before to get caught lying. That's it. That's the kind of people these people are. I'm not so naive to where I feel like I could change that. All I want to do is just not tiptoe around the tulips around this shit and call these people out like fucking by name, like Igmel did here, man. Like this needed to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like these are real victims, and there's too many creators out there like this that keep doing this shit. And that's why I do this, because they lie to their listeners. What I'm hoping to do is just kind of help open the eyes of the listeners. See, I don't believe in cancel culture. I believe somebody should be canceled if they cancel themselves, if people just simply see them for who they are. I'm not going to go report them. I'm not going to discourage anybody else from doing that. If you want to report people, report them. You know what I'm saying? That's up to you. That's just not me. I'd rather, what I do is I use my platform. I use my part of the platform to simply do what we're doing right now. Yeah, it could mail. Exactly. They get better at lying and hiding. Yeah, that's it. These people, it's a particular, as he was saying, it's a particular character. And that character doesn't change unless they have this epiphany, unless they have this life-changing event that happens in their life. Because it has happened. I've seen people change. I'm just saying, I'm not so naive to think that me just putting a mirror in their face is going to do it, or Ikadmel putting a mirror in this guy's face is going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, that's not, but people need to know. You need to know what you're spending your money on. And if you're aware of it, because I know that I make it plain and simple. I know that Toast makes it plain and simple. Anybody that exposes these channels and talks about them and reviews their own content for what it really is, anybody who does that, like, I mean, I do this because people should be aware. You know what I mean? People should be aware. Like, it's more rewarding to me to see those people just eventually just shit the bed and just be no more. Like, look at Kay. Kay's fucking done, right? People exposed her, not just me, a bunch of people, and then she had her channel taken away. Now she's back under some lame, half-assed, watered-down version of the shit that she was doing before, and it's just ridiculous. Everybody just sees her now. Everybody just looks at Kay like, damn. As a matter of fact, before I go over Joseph Morris, I'm going to play you guys something in regards to Kay, which I watched today, and I laughed like a fucking maniac, bro. Like, you'll see exactly what I mean.
To lengths a little bit further now this time. Who knows what he's going to do next time? People like this are dangerous because who knows what kind of lies he'll make up on anybody he doesn't like. He'll make up an article on you and change the words. He'll grab audio from any other place and say, hey, you did this.
Where's the limit to what this guy's going to do? Where's the limit to what this guy's capable of doing? Like, I can't even fathom being that desperate for clicks and views to where I would do something like that with real people who were murdered in a brutal way. And that's all we know. Let's see. Mystery Maven Esquire is in the house. Make sure you subscribe to her. Mystery Maven Esquire is an attorney. Okay. I think she has experience in civil law, but she is currently in criminal law. If he intentionally changed the article and falsified a video, sounds like it could be fraud, especially if he profited and this is a scheme. Yeah. Yeah. It's obviously a scheme. If I mean, I don't know. You're the lawyer, Mystery Maven, but I'm thinking if he is profiting off of this, if he's profiting off those videos, whether it be from super chats, whatever, I mean, that's fraud. Right? That's fraud. Down the Rabbit Hole News, big shout out to her too. She's in the house.
Did this. Hey, you're doing that. Hey, you're hitting somebody, you're beating somebody, and he'll just put some audio from anywhere. This guy will make up anything. If you're willing to do this on 4 people that were murdered, an unsolved case, if you're willing to literally potentially interfere with an investigation, if you're literally willing to take resources away, because now who knows how many people called into the tip line. Now cops maybe have to investigate this. Is this real or not? Now you potentially have people going after this neighbor guy that multiple articles reported on, but he never released any kind of audio. Now people can start stalking this guy, harassing him, searching him down because of this thing that you made up. Now this guy, thank you. Mo put this together for me. We only need to watch the first portion of this video. People have exposed this guy on this before too. With Brian Laundrie, this guy put out a video saying that Brian Laundrie's Instagram live temporarily went live for a couple of seconds and he was on a boat. The internet went crazy.
There was another rumor floating around that he appeared on Instagram Live accidentally for 2 to 3 seconds and viewers saw water as if he were on a boat. And that's the real reason why the FBI called off the investigation in the Florida Wildlife Refuge.
The actual video. It's an older video. And I think Riley Lively is the one that exposed this and found out
guy sucks.
This whole situation. This is the real video. This is this guy's MO. He goes, looks up other videos, adds it to news stories, and makes it a part of the story so he can have some sort of exclusive for views. Dude, like, I don't even know what else to say without, and I'm being nice and I'm being polite. This is me being polite because it's just disgusting because you're giving, I mean, honestly, the YouTube community has a bad day already, but you're making it worse, you know? And so I don't know. I thought it was really important to come out with this video because who knows if there's other people out there he's lied on, who knows what other.
Thank you, Nerd Report Lewis. Appreciate that, buddy. He took the video down. Okay.
Stories this guy just fabricates and literally makes things up. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing that people need to put energy on if they're going to try to call out something for being fake. That's fake.
Yeah, man. Well said, Melon. Thank you for breaking all that down, man. And thank you so much, all you mods of Ikid Mel. Great job. That was amazing. That was fucking amazing. Now, let me play you guys something before I get into old Joseph Morris here. Before I get into old Joseph Morris, let me play you guys a video. I don't think he's gonna mind me doing this, but this video made me laugh. This video made me laugh. Sorry, I gotta. Okay. All right, so I brought up Critical K. She's got, yeah, I like to call her Canceled Karen because her name is Karen. It's quite public.
Critical K, the YouTuber Critical K.
Okay, so this is Nick Rekieta. He has a channel called Rekieta Law. Most of you guys probably know him. If you followed the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case, if you watched the trial, you probably watched it on his channel. If you weren't watching it on Tugs, and that Umbrella guy was a guest on his channel a lot, and he was even mentioned in the trial because he was very involved in exposing Amber Heard for being the piece of shit that she is. And and Nick Rekieta is an attorney. His channel is called Rekieta Law. I'm not sure what kind of an attorney he is, but this guy does not mind getting muddy either, and I love it. this video is apparently 2 weeks old, and I just came across it today, and it just makes me laugh. I can't, like, just him like sitting in some hot tub, like in what looks to be like paradise, you know, like it's cold out, but he's in a hot tub in the outdoors. That to me is a heavenly feeling. Have you ever been in a hot tub in the dead of winter in someplace really cold outside? Like, it's really nice.
Who has personally called me a pedophile, is getting her ass handed to her in court over and over and over again.
And she is, yeah.
Against Ray Andracchiano, I think her name is Andracchio. So she's been getting just fucking deleted.
Her name is actually Andrea Andriacchio. And Andrea Andriacchio is suing Critical K, or Canceled Karen, for $10 million. I'm going to say that one more time, folks. She is suing K for $10 million for defamation. Okay. Now, here's the thing about that. She's suing her for $10 million for defamation because the case, in a nutshell, is the mom believes that her son was murdered, but it was ruled a suicide, and she has good reason to believe this. I'm not saying one way or the other, but a documentary that I watched regarding the case that was made by another creator named Kendall Ray, great channel, really sweet girl, great channel, and she did this great documentary, and she watched it, and I watched it, and I thought it was funny that we ended up. Well, I saw the first live that she did, and then I watched it. That's what happened. And then I, yeah, there's a lot of questions. I could see why a mother would just not accept this. And what Kay does when she goes what she does is she likes to go the opposition for the sake of shock value for her channel. She likes to be shocking. She likes to go the opposition and say, oh, nobody knows how to use critical thinking. This is me thinking critically, is what she liked to do. She would even wear a tiara and call herself a queen. And she's fucking insane. Now, what's really, really interesting, about her being sued about $10 million, and I love saying this, Kay doesn't have $10 million. So it's just really funny to watch this lawyer tear her to shreds in this video. And then he goes into the Sophie case, and a lot of you that have been with me for a long time understand that, and she's just dead fucking wrong. And here is an attorney who went over all the court transcripts and everything, has no, I mean, it's not going to make for a lot of content for him. He had no reason other than just sheer interest in the case to go into it and look into the court records and the court transcripts. And just look at all the evidence. And this dude he's on the right side of this.
Because she refuses to show up in court.
And I've said this before too, people. I've said this before. I love when attorneys and like mental health professionals and shit like that, people that are really educated and my dumb uneducated ass, like they validate the shit that I say on my channel. I love that shit. It just makes me feel so important. I can't help it.
And then she just tells the court, yeah, Karen Yaks, Critical K. She just keeps telling the court that she doesn't think she has to. And the court's like, well, you fucking do. That's how.
That's how she's working her case. Kay doesn't have an attorney. So Kay's defense in this is to not show up to court and say, you can't do this to me. This isn't fair.
How her lawsuit's going. You don't want to be in that position.
The bitch docs you
and uncivil law does cover this too. Uncivil law does cover this case too. Now, fair warning, he cannot pronounce the name Andriacchio, so don't get offended. But he's very insightful.
Yeah, she's a fucking cunt.
She really doesn't like me.
Hold on. Let's just start this over and let it play.
Is getting her Critical K, the YouTuber Critical K, who has personally called me a pedophile, is getting her ass handed to her in court over and over and over again. Against Ray Andracchiano, I think her name is Andracchio. So she's been getting just fucking deleted because she refuses to show up in court. And then she just tells the court, yeah, Karen Yaks, Critical K. She just keeps telling the court that she doesn't think she has to. And the court's like, well, you fucking do. That's how her lawsuit's going. You don't want to be in that position. The bitch doxed you and your wife years ago. Yeah, she's a fucking cunt. She really doesn't like me because I sided with Michael Long. I mean, at the time. And now everybody's using Michael Long being charged with kidnapping of his daughter like as evidence against him, but I completely
I love this.
Michael Long may have committed a crime. But let's go with the fucking hot take. There are times when crime is justified morally.
Boom.
If you think that the government trying to take your child and put them into a situation with known abusers is the correct thing, then I don't know what to do. I like to think
now the problem that he's failing to mention here, that he forgets to mention, or not. I mean, just for the sake of, for the sake of those of you that don't know the case, there's plenty of evidence. There's plenty of evidence that the court mishandled this case. And this is an attorney that went over all of that. Okay. And he is convinced. I've talked to people that work for the court. He's convinced the court absolutely mishandled. This guy should not be in jail right now. He's in jail right now. He should not be in jail. And his daughter right now is possibly in a situation that he was trying to save her from the start, probably right now. And that's a scary, disgusting thought. So anybody who would not, who spoke up against there being a thorough and up to par investigation into Sophie's claims, anybody who spoke up against that is an absolute piece of shit in my book. An absolute piece of shit. And the only attorneys that ever spoke up on Kelly's behalf were Kelly's attorneys, and that's it. No YouTubers, nobody, just anybody who had any experience in working in a courtroom. They spoke and said that this was incredibly irresponsible. Morbid Realities in the house. Y'all make sure to sub to him.
I think I would have the courage to break the law myself in that case. Get this. So Michael Long gave me the documents about the Sophie documents about the abuse tests that happened. We went through them on that stream.
See, I've talked about them. I don't think I went through them. I may have. And if I did, I don't regret it. So I don't want to take it like that. But I'm just not sure if I actually did. But I mean, they're medical reports. And their whole thing is sitting here, these people that are insulting this child and online abusing this child, saying that us getting to the bottom, exposing the truth for of her safety, they could fuck right off. They could fuck all the way off. I regret discussing that case and sticking up for that child. People will criticize me to this day about it, but fuck you all that do. That's how I feel about that. Fuck every single one of you that do. You all can kiss my dick. I don't care what you think. I will do it again and again and again. If there was a way that I could help Sophie now, I would do it.
I should re-upload it. Ooh, that's a good idea. I'll re-upload it and make him take it down again. The documents from Sophie going to the doctor and them documenting the abuse by Kelly Long and her boyfriend. And Michael owns the documents. He gave me the documents, gave me permission to go through them on stream. And then Kelly filed a privacy complaint with YouTube. And I told YouTube Legal, I'm like, the owner of the documents and the writer of the documents.
So he also did a video. I also did a video. There was a bunch of us, him included, myself included, that got that Kelly hired a PR firm, and that PR firm's attorney tried to slap me with a C&D and slap him with a C&D. And I just, on a whim, I was just like, there's no way this would fucking hold up. Like, this is one of those times where I was validated by an attorney. And I was really, really happy about it, because this dude, I was like, yeah, fuck that. I wipe my ass. That's an ass wipe. The C&D. I don't give a shit about a C&D. You're not going to sue me. And I can talk about whatever the fuck I want. I'm not slandering anybody. I'm not defaming anybody. I am showing public record court documents, and even the ones that aren't public record, I had permission from somebody who was legally bound, who was legally allowed to share that information and give permission that it was shared publicly. So it wouldn't have mattered. No lawyer would have had a case. Simple. So I don't regret doing it. I would do it again. And I hope that I'm blessed with an opportunity to be able to use this channel and to help Sophie again, if there's a way, because I don't know where she is and I don't know what she's going through right now. And behind the scenes, I'm telling you, it breaks my heart. It absolutely breaks my heart. It's the one thing that really sticks with me. Because I was genuinely trying to help this kid.
Gave me permission to use them, and they're like, nope, fuck you. So YouTube took it down, which is a shame. But because that's why Critical K calls me a pedophile, is because I went through those documents, which documented abuse that Kelly tried to hide from the court and tried to hide from the public using Red Banyan, the PR firm.
Any YouTuber who read Sophie's SANE exam and private medical records wherein they talked about her genitals should be investigated. There were several YouTubers
you see what she
involved
does
in the Sophie Long stuff, which
you see her and her tactics of manipulation right there. Trying to just boil it down, like this is a Dolly move, is what that is. This is Dolly trying to make something out to be gay. This is Kay making somebody out to be a pedophile, and this using the same tactics that Dolly tries to make somebody out to be gay. Which I find funny because gay is brought up a lot by Dolly, like homophobia straight up, which I find really, really ironic. So, Kay, what are your reasons? Why does your head go to this? Because every one of us were simply trying to help a child who was claiming to be a victim of this. The way you treated that child throughout this whole thing, Kay, was disgusting, and you should be in jail. You should be in jail. It was reckless and it was careless. And you had thousands of listeners, tens of thousands of listeners, who could consist of teachers, who could consist of counselors, who are just too weak-minded to think for themselves, and they listen to you. And God forbid a child came to them asking for help, and their instinct, based on your logic, would be to call them liars and brats. That's UK.
I believe the FBI should investigate for possible child porn. There were several YouTubers, one of them a very big YouTuber, big, huge. This particular YouTuber,
huge.
I think any YouTuber who publicly read and dissected Sophie's rape kit.
And the only reason that she is speaking out on this and she is so pissed off about it was because an actual attorney who gained his subscribers and gained his notoriety by simply having an education and genuine insight. See, I respect creators like this, like, because I'm always blown away that I actually have people that follow me. I'm actually blown away by that. But I really respect the creators more than anybody who actually have had a lifetime of experience in a profession that applies to the things that they're talking about, such as an attorney, such as a retired law enforcement officer or agent. I love that, because I know that what I'm getting is not just some asshole spitballing, right? Because make no mistake, that's what I do here. Make no mistake, I spitball, but I try to do it responsibly. You know what I mean? I try to do it responsibly. So when I see really educated people taking their experience and applying it to the things that are talked about on YouTube, I think that's really great. So I'm really grateful to those kind of creators.
Examinations are insane examinations. Many of them put up diagrams of naked babies talking about genitalia.
Okay, listen. What she's talking about is a medical diagram. And I admit it was difficult to look at because of the purpose of its existence. Okay. It was difficult to look at because it's the diagram. It's basically a very like single line drawn diagram of a child. And the purpose of it is to show in court. That's why it exists. Okay. For a medical professional to review it and point out what happened to the body and what kind of trauma or anything that was suspicious about their examination. That is a diagram of a child's body. If there was an opposite of a sexual purpose behind it, it was that. And for her to pervert that into something disgusting and accuse innocent people, insightful and caring people of something so despicable, people who are passionately against the very despicable thing that she's implying, is just disgusting. And that's why she's being sued for $10 million. That's why her channel was taken down, because she's a disgusting piece of shit. I know her reasons for even getting involved in the Sophie case. Her reasons were simply boiled down to she saw that a certain YouTube creator had over 11,000 people in her chat while she was discussing this case. And I have the text messages to prove it, because at the time I had a wrench on her channel. And I have the text messages to prove that her motivation for getting involved in the Sophie case was simply greed. Pure greed. And she's a mother, by the way, just so you guys know.
What was found in the exam, very humiliating details. Every single one of them that did that should have been investigated by the FBI.
Okay, now that's interesting.
What the fuck are you supposed to do?
Now, before he goes into that, something very interesting about that. She just said very humiliating details. That's basically her almost admitting that there was evidence that was overlooked by the court. There was evidence. There was actual evidence that this child, at least enough evidence to put a very rigorous, thorough investigation in play to her claims. I'm not saying it was actual evidence of something that happened. That's up to a court to decide. But what I'm saying is there was enough evidence for the police to go, whoa, okay, we need to look into this. But they did everything they can that they could to avoid it. It was very strange behavior. Every time I bring this case up, I tell you this one fact. I have a recording. That SANE exam that she's talking about, I have a recording of a police officer, an off-duty sergeant, trying to intercept that evidence from being taken. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? It makes no sense.
Just let the court take your child. Just let them take your kid. Like I said, sometimes breaking the law can be a moral choice. I can't ever advocate that as an attorney. I have an ethical obligation to tell people, do not break the law. Don't violate the law. Fight it in court. But I get it.
Yeah, so yeah. So Kay is another one that should not be on YouTube right now. She's not even supposed to be. But I won't report her. I won't do it. Let's get into this Joseph Morse dude. Now, again, I've never watched this guy. Let's start with the Gabby Petito stuff. Hold on. Yo, this dude took everything down. Oh, this dude's a fucking coward. He's cooked. He's done. You know what I'm looking at right now? There's nothing but celebrity shit on here. All the true crime stuff is gone. All of it. All of it. Oh, what a scaredy little pussy. Dude, I mean, own your shit, bro. You know what I mean? Own your shit. But then again, at the same time, the moral thing to do, the third or fourth moral thing to do after doing something so immoral would be to at least take the shit down. But a guy like that doesn't take those videos down because he's ashamed of himself and his actions. He takes those videos down because he's afraid of legal action. He takes those videos down because of all the backlash that he's getting and all the hate that he's getting on Twitter and everywhere else. So yeah, so everything here is Amber Heard. I guess we're moving on to JLR. Wait. Yeah, okay. This guy's face, bro. Like, what is his sense of style here? Like, what is he going for? I don't understand.
Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. I was very conflicted about making this video.
Oh, were you?
Something tells me.
But you made it anyway, didn't you, you dickhead?
I have to share this information, and the information that I am going to share with everyone today, it's disturbing, and it's going to create this individual a lot of problems, but I think the information needs to be put out there for everyone to know.
Okay, stop. Right there. Okay? Let's play that one more time.
Today.
Now I'm going to play this, and some might look at this like, okay, well, some might look at this like, well, okay, you're adding to the situation, Glare. I'm not actually. What I'm going to be doing here is trying to undo the bullshit that this guy does. By ignoring it is the problem, in my opinion. But I'm going to show exactly why what he's doing is completely and totally fucked up and wrong, and how you should leave this fucking individual alone.
It's disturbing, and it's going to create this individual a lot of problems, but I think
okay. So right there, he just acknowledges on a live or on a video that he makes, he completely acknowledges the fact that he's going to cause this person a lot of stress and problems, unnecessary problems. Okay. Before I continue that, I want to read something to you that is very important. This is the latest Moscow PD. I don't want to have to like unshare this screen and then share another one. I'm just going to read it to you. But this is the Moscow Police Department update, almost daily update that they usually do here. Moscow, Idaho. Investigators have been monitoring online activity related to this ongoing and active case and are aware of the large amount of rumors and misinformation being shared, as well as harassing and threatening behavior toward potentially involved parties. Anyone engaging in threats or harassment, whether in person, online, or otherwise, needs to understand that they could be subjecting themselves to criminal charges. I'm going to read that one more time. Anyone engaging in threats or harassment, whether in person, online, or otherwise, needs to understand that they could be subjecting themselves to criminal charges. Moscow Police Department cautions the public not to rely on rumors and remains committed to keeping the public informed. We urge reliance on official channels for accurate information. That's exactly true. Not this channel. Okay? Not any other channel. No YouTube channel other than the Moscow Police Department official channel for updates. Not even the news necessarily, unless you see a law enforcement officer up there talking. But these updates are what you should morally go on. And that's it. Because this dude right here is, Moscow's not fucking around now. Moscow's not fucking around, because now they're saying that dudes who do what Joseph Morris was doing and what this dipshit is doing right here, people that are doing that, anyone involved in harassing, that would include the person who perpetuated it, who started the rumor. He could be charged. So if some asshole decides to take the things that he says and go and act on it and harass somebody, well, guess what? He can be held accountable for that. So can Joseph Morris. Doesn't matter if he took his videos down. Means dick. Who cares if Joseph Morris took down his videos? He's still going to be held accountable legally. Period.
think the information needs to be put out there for everyone to know.
No, it doesn't.
And I'm very conflicted on that because I don't know if this guy would be involved. I don't know if he's not, but he has a serious.
That's what these fucking people always do. They always try to cover their tracks on a legal standpoint, right? To try to save themselves from any type of litigation. They go, well, I don't know. They give that disclaimer. I don't know if they're involved or anything, but here's their name and here's who they are and blah, 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 blah.
Track record to me, that's very concerning. So I'm going to do it, but I don't really want to. Do you understand where I'm in? I'm in a bad position here, but I think it's
important because that's going to hold up in court when you're sued for
the public,
right?
To know about a certain individual, right? So we're talking about the Moscow, Idaho tragedy. 4 college students brutally stabbed in a home during the early morning hours of November 13th, 2022. Coroner thinks it's sometime around 3-4 a.m. it happened, and police haven't made any arrests. They haven't identified any suspects. It doesn't seem like they know who did it. Only lead they really have is a white Hyundai.
They reach out to possible suspects. We don't know if they're actually suspects, but possible suspects. But I know what you mean.
That they're looking for, that they insist was at around the home at the time of the stabbings, 2011, 2013 range. So I'm going to talk about a guy right now, and I'm just going to talk about this guy. I'm going to show you what I've learned and by doing my own research, and it raises a lot of questions, and hopefully authorities spoken to this guy.
Dude,
guy's name is Jetty Pico.
Just go work at McDonald's, bro. Like, can you do that? Like, just give people fucking quarter pounders, dude, and ask them if they want ketchup on it or not. You know what I mean? Like, go the extra mile. You know, find out what somebody wants on their burger, bro. That's all you got to do. Like, if you really want to help people, get a job where you can wear a stupid looking hat like that. Right? And no offense to anybody that works at McDonald's. McDonald's, man, I'm grateful for you, man. I'm grateful for everybody who's still fucking kicking it and doing it. Man, you guys like are heroes because like after COVID, this administration, everything that's going on, people don't want to work. It's insane. Nobody wants to work. And so so lobbies get closed and shit. Even after everything's cool with the COVID thing, it's really annoying. They need more people in the service industry, JLR. And we need your insight. We need your detective skills to find out what people want in their burgers. Do they want their wings breaded? Do they want them naked or with sauce? They need clean windows in these places, bro. That's what they need. They need clean windows. All right. And I think that you are the perfect person for these kind of jobs. I think you will do amazing. I think you will excel, as a matter of fact. I don't think your leadership skills are good because the next thing you know, I mean, if somebody makes you a manager, then you're going to have everybody fucking, fucking goose stepping. You can't do that. You can't have people goose stepping at McDonald's. Can't have that, dude. What I think that you should do, like I said, is just get a job, man, and you predict. Use your detective skills to read people and be like, that's a mustard person right there. It's a mustard person. And then like that helps with really great customer service too. You know what I mean? Because if you can predict that they're a mustard person, man, dude, if I walk in and you look at me and go, you like hot sauce, right? I'm like, and I go, can I speak to your manager, please? See this person right here? Give him a raise. Give him a raise. Dude, you would kick ass at it.
Jetty Pico, mid-40s. resides in Moscow. This guy, serious red flags all across the board on this guy. All right.
Yeah,
So
you don't have
Jetty
red flags
Pico
though,
is
right?
a registered SO, and he owns a business called Malo Cuisine.
Okay, let me ask you something, dickhead. Okay. See, this is another tactic right here because he thinks that a registered sex offender, them being a registered sex offender, justifies any harassment that they might get. That's what I think brought him to the conclusion where he was struggling with the idea of like, should I do this? Should I expose this guy? And then he thought, well, they're a registered sex offender. That's what they get. See, we don't know the circumstances of why this person's a registered sex offender. We don't have any idea. Maybe the guy took a piss in a playground that happened to be across the street from a bar. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? But even still, maybe that person is getting rehabilitation. You know, the point is that you don't have the right to make life more difficult for that person. Now, I say if you're a fucking sex offender, you're a piece of shit, and whatever happens to you, happens to you. But I don't think that anybody has the right to take that into their own hands. I just don't believe that because I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to see a registered sex offender and be like, oh my God, get him. You know, I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? Just going to keep my kids away from them. That's the closest thing I'm going to do.
And it's right behind the Mad Greek where Maddie and Xana worked. Here's a little information about Jetty Pico right here. So this comes from Home Facts, which is public information, and they share all registered SOs throughout the country. This is public information. Registered SOs have to have their addresses public for everyone to see. Jetty Allen Pico.
Everything is a justification for what he's doing right now.
Registered SO. There he is. Asian or Pacific Islander. 5'10", 300 pounds. Charges. Second degree.
Now,
SO.
Here's the most interesting thing. So this dude is sleuthing this thing, right? He's sleuthing this thing, you know? And he's like, this dude, red flags all over. But the interesting thing about that is none of the victims were assaulted sexually. So why is he even relevant? Like, did you bother to even compute that fact, JLR? Did you bother to do that at all? Did you bother to even just process something called an MO, right? It stands for modus operandi, okay? And that thing describes what somebody's likely to do, okay? There was no sexual assault on any of these victims. So why is this person on your radar?
Degree. Registered since 1997. This guy here, he owns a business behind the Mad Greek in Moscow, Idaho.
So this dude, he's a business owner now. Again, I mean, what are his charges? Let me go back and does it say what his charges were? Statute. The offense was statute. Assault second degree with sexual motives.
5'10".
Hold on.
300 pounds.
With sexual motivation.
Charges.
Okay, so it says here assault second degree with sexual motivation. Second degree. Okay, that doesn't sound like an outright rape to me. I'm not trying to justify or even lighten up sexual assault, not in any way, shape, or form. What I'm saying is there's nothing in that description right there. There's nothing in his charges that indicate anything that would connect him to these murders, is my point. Lindsay, thank you so much. Right. When I clicked on this video, I said, okay, let me ask you something, dickhead. Thank you for your service. I salute you. Yeah, this guy, JLR, what is the point you're making here? Red flags to what? Because so far there's no red flags as far as the connection of. Now, is it a red flag that he lives in a neighborhood with possible kids? Sure, maybe. But the thing is since he's a registered sex offender, they know about him. The parents have every right, because any parent today who doesn't look up the database in a neighborhood that they move into, if you have small kids, right, or even teenagers, right, and you have minors living with you, and you are responsible for their care, and you don't look up whether or not you're moving into a neighborhood with sex offenders, that's on you. You're an asshole. Now, if something happens to those kids, that's not on you. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're the one with the responsibility. So what I'm saying here is this is a dude that is just being picked on by JLR. Maybe this guy learned from his mistake. Maybe being on the sexual registry is what's keeping him in line. Maybe that's enough. And I'm not defending the guy because I don't know him. What I'm saying is, again, I'd rather be wrong about someone's innocence than wrong about their guilt. This guy right here hasn't done shit that has anything to do with the crime that this guy is claiming to cover, that JLR is claiming to cover. He's not covering anything. He's just doxing some fucking guy. Well, he's not doxing him. I mean, he's not doxed. It's public record. The guy is a sexual offender. But he's on the registry. That's it. Yes, it's already been established. And this is point number 2. Point number 1, I'll repeat, being that this dude does not fit the MO of those 4 murders. Simple. Okay? Point number 2 being that one of the first questions asked by any reporter during their first presser was, are there any sexual offenders living in the area, registered sex offenders living in the area? And the chief of police said, yes, there are. That means, or at least that tells me, that indicates to me that the police have already covered those grounds. They've already questioned everybody.
Second degree SO in the second degree, registered since 1997. This guy here, he owns a business behind the Mad Greek in Moscow, Idaho.
The guy's a fucking business owner, dude.
And like I said, he owns a business.
Yeah.
It seems like just got located. He just basically started his business right behind the Mad Greek.
So he targeted the location to be behind the Mad Greek.
Velo Cuisine.
With a second degree
and man,
sexual assault charge.
An extensive criminal record between Washington State.
What's the extensive criminal
Idaho.
record? Share it with us, JLR.
He is a registered SO. He has.
I mean, you have an extensive criminal record. You do.
Don't listen to the experts. Listen to your gut. Have fun. Take chances.
He didn't even end it right. Like, that was the end of the fucking video? Like, he has an extensive criminal record. Wow. Yeah. Like JLR, you're going to get charged, dude. You're going to get charged. It's going to happen. You're going to wind up right in jail all over again. All right, let's watch the Idaho clues.
We took much needed time. You guys can imagine there's a lot of moving parts. So I'm getting information. It's just one of those things. It's kind of hard to be researching all day long. And also, I'm not JLR.
But you don't research anything.
Right? I can't research and put out videos. I don't know how he walks and chews gum, but I can't do it like he does. So we took down.
No, what he did was, okay, I can explain to you JLR's research, what he did. Okay. He's on his phone doing God knows what, because everybody sits there on their phone doing God knows what, wherever the fuck they are, if they're not in conversation with someone. That's the nature of humans today. Okay. So what he was doing on his phone while he was working, as you put it, he was looking up whether or not there were sexual offenders, registered sex offenders in Idaho. It took him weeks to do this, by the way. So he looks up whether or not there are registered sex offenders in Idaho. And then what he does is he finds the one guy with the worst guy that he finds has a second-degree assault charge motivated by sexual motivation, right? It's I don't know what the circumstances were. Maybe they were horrible. The point is that they do not have anything to do with this case. So yeah, we see where you get your sleuthing skills from. It's quite obvious.
We took much needed time to do some work. Olivia, I have been working around the clock trying to find some information. We did find inspiration, which we divulged to you guys yesterday about another possibility. We've been hearing this whole James Leonard guy, but there's also Carter, and that's the first person that we as a team started honing in on very early on once this news of this white Elantra broke. But before we get started, I don't want to jump right in. I want to say good morning to everybody. Mama Llama is...
See, this is the problem with these idiots, is law enforcement constantly publicly says we have no suspects. We don't have any suspects right now. Okay? They're constantly saying this, right? Yet that doesn't register with them at all, but they back the blue, as they like to say, but that doesn't register to them at all.
Is the first to say good morning to Bullhorn Betty and chat. So nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Libcom, nice to see you. Karen Davis. Don't forget to like as you're coming in. We already are surpassed 400 people in the chat already this morning, and we're only 6 minutes in. So as you're coming in, please don't forget to like this segment. We're also streaming live on Twitch. We are brand new to Twitch. Just building this channel up on the Twitch side. So if you guys are Twitch members, please go over and subscribing to our Twitch channel. So we also have True Crime with Bullhorn Betty on Facebook.
Dude, like with all the money that you fucking milk from your listeners, you can't fix your internet. Like you can't just, You can't get a fucking, I mean, how about you just plug directly into the router? Did you think of that, by the way, Betty? Because this is bad for me. I'm trying to stream you here, and I'm trying to drag you and make fun of you, and you don't even have enough sense to fucking plug directly into the goddamn router. Like, StreamYard tells you to do that. StreamYard, as soon as you log into StreamYard, they go, for best quality, make sure to plug directly into the router. Like, Betty, we're trying to fuck with you here. Can you help us out?
Apparently, I'm having technical difficulties already this morning with my internet.
Yeah, I spent all the money that you guys gave me on suction cup dildos and Dolly and traveling and vacationing and sightseeing to where I didn't pay my internet. So sorry.
The good news is Verizon Fios has come to my community. It has. So I actually might be changing my service over to Fios because they have 500 megabits upload and download speed. So that is really interesting.
Wait,
Usually
what?
change.
Hold on. We'll get through the
Apparently, I'm having technical difficulties already this morning with my internet. The good news is Verizon Fios has come to my community. It has. So I actually might be changing my service over to Fios because they have 500.
Okay, so what that tells me is that she's paying for like the bare minimum of internet. Like, she can afford, with what she makes, she can afford, you know, the fast Comcast, right? The fast Xfinity shit, right? That's what I got, you know, and I'm plugged directly into a router. And my router's upstairs. I bought 100-foot cable, right? And that shit is just fucking like taped along the wall, up the stairs, and into the router. Like, that's where that shit is. that's where that shit is, because I don't have those fucking problems. I used to have those problems. I don't have those problems anymore. And it was my computer, it turned out to be, but I have a different computer now. But that's not her issue, because she's sitting here saying, well, you know, she's just going with whatever half-assed fucking internet that provider that hangs around her area that she can use. Like, no, get the best. Your listeners have earned it. I mean, for even the person with the smallest $2 super chat, bro. You know what I mean? $1.99 super chat, you know, $1.99 Cash App, whatever the fuck you end up getting. Like, that one person has earned their place of all your subscribers. They've earned your obligation. They've earned it. Your obligation to upgrade your internet, to make sure that shit doesn't happen, because that's amateur hour shit right there. Like, that shit just needs to be fixed, period. You can't even risk that happening. Like, when that was happening to me, I was like, fuck, but it turned out I needed a new computer. And then, blessings, I ended up getting a new computer. I ended up getting like very generously donated a new computer. But you owe your listeners the minimum of that shit not happening. Seriously. If they're donating all this money to you, like, what the fuck are you doing?
500 megabits upload and download speed. So that is really,
not to mention the truth, you know, and not to mention actual research and information. I mean, but since you're not doing that, at least make sure that you don't fucking skip like a fucking 1991 CD that was fucking used as a skateboard by, you know, a kid.
really interesting. Usually you get download speeds high, but not the upload speeds. So with the Verizon Fios, it is a game changer. So I will be signing up on that for that very, very, very soon. You know, I got a funny story to tell you. I've been bouncing back and forth because I know the haters. Oh, the haters are no longer cockroaches. You guys have heard me right. No longer cockroaches. They have a new name. They have a new name. We're going to get to that in just a second. But first, I don't know how many of you guys love those Hershey nuggets.
That's the big buildup for the no drama channel right there. Just, for those of you, okay, this is a drama-free zone, y'all. Okay, but stay tuned because I got a burn coming. Okay, I thought about this burn, and I'm gonna, in order to deliver this burn, I have to put on a tuxedo. Okay, and I have to, get in character. It has to be perfect. It's coming later. So stay tuned because this drama-free zone has got the perfect burn for the hater channels.
I absolutely love the Hershey nuggets, right? You can get the special dark, you can get the milk chocolate with like almonds in it, some with like pretzels and caramel stuffed into it, really good. Okay. I love these things. Horrible. I every now and again, I just have to have a sweet. So I bought a bag. By the way, these little bags, like they're not even nothing. $9 freaking. Okay. We're not going to go there. Okay. Cheap bullhorn's not going to go there. So I get these Hershey nuggets. And I'm telling you, I can't.
Cheap bullhorn can't even get like proper internet in order to stream. You know how much bandwidth streaming takes, dude? Like it's a lot, man. Like you got to get good internet. That's the price. That's the minimum price. Is you got to, you got to have a computer and you got to have fast internet. Period.
I can't keep my damn hand out of this bag all day. I can't. It was the worst. It was the worst investment I made because it's not an investment. It's just a waste of money and a lot of extra calories I don't need.
How many sugars you got in that coffee, Betty?
Well, last night, I've been my sleep's still off from Idaho. It's just really, really off. So last night, I guess it had to have been like, I don't even know what time it was. Was it 12 o'clock at night? Was it 2 o'clock in the morning? I have not a clue in the world. I don't know what time it is. Okay. I sleepwalk. And I just go in there and I grab like a handful of these damn Hershey nuggets. And apparently I want to take them back to bed. I don't know if I ate one on the way back there or not, but I'm asleep. And apparently I just stick them in the bed with us, or with me. So I'm sitting in bed. I roll over this morning. Now, mind you, on my bed, I have like the one side of my bed, I just stack up crap. It has my computer. It has.
Thank you, Leslie Kohler. Take Betty down. Love you, Glary. Love you too. Love you too.
My batteries. It has everything on the one side. I just push it over.
What?
Like the one side of my bed, I just stack up crap. It has my computer. It has my batteries. It has everything.
Why do you have batteries on your bed, Betty? Oh my God, I'm dying right now. Betty, why do you have batteries on your bed? Why are you sleeping next to your batteries? Holy shit.
Everything on the one side. I just push it over because when I go to sleep, I toss a turd. So everything goes on the one side of the bed. Okay. Well, apparently the chocolate didn't get on that side of the bed. Or if it did, apparently it managed to roll up under my under me. I don't know how. I don't know why. I just woke up this morning and there is literally chocolate from head to toe. Okay, like it's smeared in the bed. Apparently,
bro. Sorry, I was hitting that joint and I'm still coughing from it. Give me a second. So wait a second. Betty. So you woke up covered in chocolate. Now, okay. I know. I realize people in chat are going, that wasn't chocolate, Betty. But then again, it's just like, there's no way to, why would she even be talking about this? But who the fuck passes out on top of a bag of chocolate, bro? Who the fuck passes out on top of a bag of chocolate and a bunch of batteries and everything else, as she put it? Like she said the battery thing. You know what just happened, right? Like you caught that when she was like, I got my computer, I got my batteries and everything else. Because she was about to be like, I got my computer, I got my batteries, I got my batteries, and my bag of chocolate. My bag of chocolate that was laying there, and I was just eating chocolate. And I was covered in chocolate, and I had my batteries next to me, and I mean, it was just a crazy scene, man. It was a crazy scene.
Apparently, when the chocolate gets next to your skin, it likes to melt. And then
Does
apparently you roll on top of it in your sleep. So I woke up to a chocolate sticky mess in the bed, the sheets, everything. I'm like, what in the world? And I'm starting to think, how in the hell did this chocolate get in the bed with me? And it dawned on me. I woke up in the middle of the night and I went out there, and apparently in my half asleep stage, I must have grabbed it and took, I don't know what I did. But it wasn't on the side of the bed that has all the crap. Usually I put stuff there. Hold on here, guys. Sorry about that. I didn't realize. Oh, here's another. See if I can get it to work. I didn't realize that there we go. Silent mode.
What she's failing to mention, I'm just speculating here though, but what she's failing to mention, what it sounds like to me is, well, after that second bottle of wine, just don't remember what the fuck happened. I don't remember going to bed. I sure as shit don't remember grabbing a whole bag of chocolates and then like passing out on top of them. Like, why were you on top of them too? That's what I want to know. Like, why were you on top of them? Were you like, I mean, I can't imagine somebody not being inebriated in a situation like that. Just like lay the bag on her stomach and or if she was, I mean, I say it like it's a dead body or something, right? She was found on top of the bag of chocolates. No, but I'm just trying to picture like what happened, because being drunk makes the most sense. Lindsay, thank you so much. Half asleep stage, drunken stupor, dude. But come on, nah. I mean, yeah, it's more than that. Like, I feel like she was drunk. Okay, this is what I feel like. I feel like she was drunk, and she had a bag of chocolates. All right, let's just say this thing of peanuts that I keep here for protein and munchies. Let's just say this thing of peanuts is the bag of chocolate, right? What did she do? I mean, how do you end up on top of them? Because you either lay them next to you and you pet the chocolate, kiss it. I'm so glad you're here, chocolate. The only reason you would do that is if you're drunk. Okay, Gypsy Girl, thank you so much. Where is she putting the battery operated machine? She didn't mention it, but I'm pretty sure it was there. So only a drunk person would be kissing and hugging and caressing a bag of chocolate to where you lay it next to you and then you roll over on top of it, you know, and it's like just behind you. And the next thing you know, you got chocolate all over your body. Or she was just like, let me get on top of you, chocolate. Oh, yeah. Let me on top of you, chocolate. Again, only the act of somebody who is drunk. I don't see a sober person passing out and waking up with chocolate all over them. Like if she passed out sober, right? If she fell asleep sober. I mean, right, exactly, Jennifer McIntyre. I feel like she would feel the chocolate like on her body. Like, what is going on here? Why am I covered in sticky? Wait, did I shit myself? Okay, no, it smells like chocolate. Okay, we're good. The bag that is there, cool. Okay, I didn't shit myself. But that would happen. That would happen if you were even drunk. I feel like that would happen. y'all are sticking with this. Y'all are sticking with it was poop. It wasn't chocolate. It was poop.
I didn't realize on iPhones they have a button on the side that you push up and down, and it goes from silent mode to ring mode. My phone had been on silent mode for
What? The iPhone 1 has that shit, bro. It's, the iPhone from 2008 has that shit. Glare, stop. Last time you made me spit on my Glare, stop. Last time you made me spit on my grandson. While petting your peanuts, I spit coffee on my bearded dragon. On your bearded dragon. Okay, I'm sorry for your bearded dragon. I'm sorry, bearded dragon. Dude.
mode for, I want to say, 2 solid weeks. I couldn't figure out how to turn the freaking volume on the phone, the ring volume. It just wouldn't ring. And so it was this button on the side of the phone. It took me 2 weeks to figure it out. Like, I'm going through settings, I'm going through all this, and it's a stupid little button on the side.
Wow.
So I finally got the phone to ring, but I woke up with chocolate all over. Now, getting back to our roaches being something else. They are no longer called roaches. We're not going to call our haters roaches. We're not going to do it. We're not going to call them roaches anymore. Are you guys ready? Jellyfish. The new word for the Sob Squad is jellyfish. They're not roaches.
What?
They're jellyfish. And we're gonna find out why.
Shit.
Okay, let's for a word from our sponsor.
I find brilliant gifts at Saks.com.
Definitely one of these.
This love I have for you is so big. It's gonna be forever.
So dumb that I genuinely wonder how they survive from one day to the next. And then I remember that jellyfish have survived for 650 million years with no brain. So I guess if they can do it.
Good morning. Are you just about to go live?
I am live. Guys, give me just a second. I'm gonna mute.
Oh wow. Kyla Marie says, and thank you so much. If she really was a sleepwalker, everyone would have done already known by now. She shares every other dang thing. She would have said something on one of her wine and live nights. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
I'm gonna mute just for 1 second.
What is this
Give me
shit now?
two shakes of a lamb scale. Jellyfish. Just remember, jellyfish.
Oh, I'm listening. I'm trying to yeah. Like, you know, this is like no joke should be built up this much. You know what I mean? Like none. And now she's got everybody muted. Jellyfish. Oh my God, jellyfish.
Hold on.
They live in the water and they
Say
sting
hi.
you. And you gotta pee on somebody's leg.
There you go.
Miss you guys.
So,
Kisses.
kisses, she says. Yes. All right, hold on.
Kayla Marie again. Thank you. She's assuming all her viewers can smell her nasty through the screen and making excuses ahead of right. Yeah. This is how these people work. Thank you, Kayla Marie. This is how these people work, man. This is what they do. Like they make some sort of justification, some sort of disclaimer before they do something shitty, which only tells you that like they are aware of how shitty they are. They know.
All right. So just working on some new stuff coming out, new stuff rolling out. Guys, if you don't know about it, we haven't built it yet, but Olivia and I are going to be collaborating 1 to 2 times a week on a collaborative show. It's I'm not going to go with any names. Oh, Shih Tzu Mama forever.
Listen, me and somebody we're going to be collaborating, but it's going to be on a collaborative show. Got it?
Welcome to the Coffee Club. Thank you so much for being the newest member of our crazy group that we call the Coffee Club. And it's just a bunch of people that talk about true crime that are addicted to coffee or beverages. We'll say beverages. Not everybody's.
But you don't talk about true crime. You talk about people who call you out for not talking about true crime.
Coffee person. Some people like tea. Some people like Coca-Cola. I think the only requirement is that it's caffeinated, right? And if you can't come with caffeine, bring a water. Those are my two favorite. Coffee and water are my two favorites.
Thank you, K-Dub. I appreciate that.
Good morning, all, as you guys come in. Good morning. But Olivia and I are going to be rolling out a new channel. So it's in the works right now. We haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, but we are working on it. Many of you guys know. Oh, here's another thing. Like Olivia is just chomping at the bit to go back out to Idaho. We just it feels like stuff is going on. So, thank you, ex-sailor. Nice to see you. Thank you for becoming the newest member of this crazy group we call the Coffee Club. But it is awfully cold in Idaho. But we can actually go in and fly into a different airport a little closer.
So, all these days later, the whole time she was there in Idaho, y'all, like all she did was talk about how cold it was. Like you got like a half-assed, like, what was that? Like there was a Simpsons episode where or Family Guy. I think it was Family Guy actually. Family Guy was where Peter was on the news and he was like, you know what really grinds my gears? And there was this other dude on the weather, and he was just like, and now for him for the weather. And then the dude goes, it's cold, damn it. And then that was it. And there was no weather report. That's what we got minute by minute from Betty while she was in Idaho. She didn't give any facts on the case, just crazy speculation, which was like maybe about 10% of the whole fucking thing. The other 90% was her complaining about the cold. Like 90%.
For the same price that we flew in a much further airport away the last time.
Oh, and money.
So we're really kind of pondering it. We're really bouncing back and forth. I mean, we did break even on the last trip that we took out there, but I'm not sure if I know
break even, if you all don't know, because I know that you do, but let's just assume you don't. Breaking even is a reference when it comes to discussing profit and making profit. So for her to say breaking even, we broke even when she's talking about money that she spent. Well, what she's doing is now admitting that what she does is for profit. It's very clear. When you say things like breaking even, Betty.
I mean, I know the support is there for this trip, but I'm not sure if I can take another batter to my sleeping habits. I mean, it's not just, it's the recovery of coming home. Like it is brutal on the body to travel basically 3 time zones away. No,
listen. Nope. This is actually scotch. Yeah, it's Saturday night. We're having fun tonight. We're going to be here for a minute.
It kills me. It kills me. I had to since it took my other account. Love you. Oh, Lizzie. Oh, I'm sorry they took your other account. Don't worry. I got one taken too from these damn trolls. And it's sad because these people have nothing but hate. But that's why we call them jellyfish.
So she's already had a channel taken from her. Okay.
Those that are coming in we are no longer referring to the Sob Squad as cockroaches anymore because they're no longer cockroaches. Cockroaches
I'm still waiting for the jellyfish punchline.
have too big of a brain, and these people have no brain. So we have to now coined that they are the jellyfish of YouTube. The jellyfish of YouTube. And you say, hey, why are they the jellyfish of YouTube? Let's find out.
Some people are so dumb that I genuinely wonder how they survive from one day to the next. And then I remember that jellyfish have survived for 650 million years with no brain.
That's right. 650 million years with no brain. So they are no longer being referred to as cockroaches. They are the jellyfish of YouTube because they have survived 650 million years without a brain. That is correct. That is correct. We like to be factual here on the Bullhorn Betty channel, and I just thought, you know, cockroaches that was just too good for these people. These Sob Squad members. So jellyfish. Remind everybody, jellyfish. Jellyfish is the key word of the day.
She's really trying to like push this like she built this thing up like it was a massive production, the jellyfish thing. Did you guys notice this? It's it's a massive production. Like she really wants the jellyfish thing to stick. And when it doesn't, which is what I'm gonna find really funny, it's not. There's gonna be like maybe a handful of people in her chat that are gonna say jellyfish. You know, she's like, I'm popular now. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something that is profound, that is going to catch on. I'm going to create something that's going to catch on and go viral. Like, it's really, really fun to watch because I can't wait till it doesn't happen. I can't wait till it doesn't happen.
We refer to jellyfish. We refer to the bottom feeders of YouTube. The bottom feeders of YouTube.
Well, there's bottom feeder fish, which is what I refer to you
as
guys
we know, in the University of Idaho, the Idaho 4, this is for those that are just joining in, wanting to learn a little bit about. Nice to see you too, Chella. I am Team Summer. Clover, it's nice to see you guys. April C, keyword jellyfish. If you don't know why, those that are just tuning in and want to know why the Sob Squad is now referred to as jellyfish instead of cockroaches, here is why.
She gonna play that shit again?
They can do it.
She's gonna play it again?
Let me start it over again. Hold on. It's got to start over.
Ever wonder why they call it the American dream and not the American goal or plan? Maybe it's because in dreams, you can do anything with your eyes wide open.
God, her and her fucking ads, bro. That's just gross.
Some people are so dumb that I genuinely want.
Summer clothes.
Hold on.
As we know, in the University of Idaho, the Idaho 4, this is for those that are just joining in, wanting to learn a little bit about no brain. So we have to now coin that they are the jellyfish of YouTube. The jellyfish of YouTube. And you say, hey, why are they the jellyfish of YouTube? Let's find out.
Some people are so dumb that I genuinely wonder how they survive from one day to the next. And then I remember that jellyfish have survived for 650 million years.
It's the most cleverest shit ever.
With no brain.
With no brain.
That's right. 650 million years.
That's right.
No brain.
That's right.
So they're no longer being referred to as cockroaches. They are the jellyfish of YouTube because they have survived 650 million years without a brain. That is correct. That is correct. We like to be factual here on the Bullhorn Betty channel, and I just thought, cockroaches that was just too good for these people.
Hold on, sorry. Hold on. We got to pause you, Betty. Hold on a second. I'm going to let you keep going in a second. Thank you for roasting her. So I don't know to watch her actual videos if it's so much funnier when you talk about her. I love your giggles. Keep it up. Well, thank you. We are the jellyfish. What's funny is I don't hate her. She calls me a hater. I don't hate her at all. Like, I actually want to see her succeed, but like, I want to see her do the shit that it takes for somebody in her position to succeed. You know what I mean? Like, she's got to put in the work, she's got to start making some real changes. She's got to start like checking herself. And she's not willing to do that. She's the most self-oblivious person that I've ever seen. And the fact that she's a violent piece of shit on top of it makes me just do this that much easier. It's like that much easier to do this. I love it. It's so much fun.
These Sob Squad members. So jellyfish.
See, let's think about that for a second. We never broke that down. Give me 1 second here. So, Sob Squad. Let's talk about that term right there. Sob Squad meaning what? What does that imply? Does Sob Squad imply that we care? That's how she sounded at night while rolling onto her child. Thank you, chaotic artist Anita Spiro. Yeah, like the Sob Squad, does it imply that we care? Does it imply that we're overly sensitive about respect for victims and their families? Is that what Sob Squad implies? I mean, what does Sob Squad imply exactly, Betty? I'm curious. I mean, what's a Sob Squad? The fact that we think that it's really sad that you think that you're doing some sort of good by harassing people and interfering with an active investigation. Things that a defense attorney can use in court to cost a victim justice.
Remind everybody, jellyfish. Jellyfish is the key word of the day. When we refer to jellyfish, we refer to the bottom feeders of YouTube.
I've already named you that.
Bottom feeders of YouTube.
Wow, she's pissed, man. She's got a lot Got a lot going on.
As we know, in the University of Idaho, the Idaho 4, this is for those that are just joining in, wanting to learn a little bit about. Nice to see you too, Chella. I am Team Summer Clover. It's nice to see you guys. April C. Keyword jellyfish. If you don't know why this is just tuning in and want to know why Sub Squad is now referred to as jellyfish instead of cockroaches, here is why.
So I guess if they can do it,
Hold on. I gotta do that one more time.
you can.
Cockroach for and one jellyfish. If you don't know why this is just tuning in and want to know why Sub Squad is now referred to as jellyfish instead of cockroaches, here is why.
Here, boom, bomb drop. Here's why.
Let me start over.
Wait, I fucked it up. Hold
Gotta
on, hold
start
on.
over.
I gotta start over. I'm fucked up.
Some people are so dumb that I genuinely wonder how they survive from one day to the next. And then I remember that jellyfish have survived for 650
I love how slowing
million
it down can make
years
anybody sound stupid.
with no brain. So I guess if they can do it.
Hey, if they can do it, right? If they can do it, Jellyfish soft squat. There you go. Oh. Teddy Bear says, I'm a criminal justice major working on my math.
All this fake laughing is exhausting.
Masters in profiling and traits. Well, Teddy Bear, what do you think? Am I close? Am I close? Have you been watching my channel? Am I close on my behavioral analysis and my profiling skills? Because, people are all over the place with this profile. And I'm just curious because I truly believe that this is somebody around their age. It's not a serial killer. This is somebody that they know, that's watched them from afar, that has that has felt humiliation, that this was more of a power type of murder as opposed to a sexually motivated murder. This seems to be somebody that had their feelings hurt. just a demented soul. That's what I believe that this person is. But I believe it is somebody that they know and that they went to school with. And you know, this other character, James Leonard, I think is off. He's like almost 40 years old. His age is off. His mannerism is.
I'm gonna try to sing along. Like I'm gonna add notes and I'm gonna like predict what she's gonna say. Hold on.
Is off, you know, and then we look at this other person, Carter, which is associated with our family members with Jack K. And it just seems like that would fit so much better. Not saying that it is. Not saying that it is. It's just one other person that has a Honda, a white Honda Elantra. Listen. For these types of kids in this school, a Honda Elantra is probably a body style that many students have. The white color is probably the most affordable body style you can have, right? White is cheaper than any other color that you put on a vehicle. If you don't know that, let the Bullhorn Betty channel be the first to let you know, yes, white is truly a cheaper color to put on the cars. That's why they have standard color white. That's why a lot of people drive that standard white.
So basically what we got right now is according to Bullhorn Betty, well, we got a white car. Yep, you heard it here, folks. We have a white car out there. Okay. Keep your eyes out for a white car because white is the cheapest color to get on a car because that's relevant. Got it? Got it.
Color. It's a much cheaper color to have. So, with that being said, I have to imagine that there are quite a handful of, you know, Hyundai Elantras in the color white with the year of 2011 to 2013. That'd probably be the most affordable vehicle that you can probably get for your college age student, right? So I can imagine that there's plenty of these vehicles roaming the streets in that University of Idaho.
Which is what I fucking said the minute that they came out with the update. Like when Idaho police came out with that, I was like, well, I mean, there's a lot of white Hyundai Elantras out there. Jamie, thank you so much. You can't make this shit up. Thank you, Will.
Idaho territory. So we stumbled across very early on, as soon as this press release was had, we already started getting conversations, memos. emails and everything of who this person could be, and identified a Carter. We talked about Carter.
So translation, Betty, you've got a bunch of fucking psychos that are emailing you. Petty Patty, thank you so much. Welcome. You're you're sitting here and saying that you're taking a bunch of misinformation, potentially misinformation, and using it as content, which means that if you and JLR keep doing what you're doing, and this Joseph Morris dipshit, if you guys keep doing what you're doing, well, you're going to end up behind bars. You're going to end up at least charged with something.
Or yesterday. But getting back to this case, this is of 4 university students that were slain in their sleep in their off-campus housing, just a very short distance from the University of Idaho on November 13th, 2022. This happened in the very early morning hours.
We know.
Coroner puts the time of death anywhere between 3 and 4 a.m. that morning. We are now hearing that there are some witnesses that have come forward.
All right, look. I saw this Nanu person in another chat. Okay. And I was touched. Okay. Nanu is a reference. Robin Williams, probably his best character, arguably his best character ever. Mork from Ork. Okay. Nanu is the Orkin greeting. And when I saw this person in another chat, I was like, if they were in my chat, they would win handle of the day. Absolutely. Nanu. You showed up in my chat after I saw you in somebody else's chat. I noticed you. And I was like, fuck yeah. Nanu wins handle of the day. That's the most dramatic handle of the day handout I ever gave, by the way.
Forward talking about the front door being open to that location between the hours of 8:30 in the morning and 9 a.m. in the morning. That was prior to the roommates calling in the unconscious person. We're still a little hairy on who was in the house at the time that the call was made. Who spoke to dispatch? We're still unclear why this was called in as a unconscious person. Nobody's really clarified that. We've been hearing.
Okay, no. Common sense clarifies that. Okay? Common sense clarifies that. Why this person was reported as an unconscious person, it's standard. It's standard, Betty. Okay? Because there might be a chance that person is still alive. So what that does is it puts a rush on EMS and the fire department so that they have a chance to possibly save someone's life. You idiot.
Hearing rumors, but nothing from law enforcement. I'm very curious about that and when they're going to.
Nothing from law enforcement, right? It's funny how I hear that, right? Nothing from law enforcement, but law enforcement, Moscow Police Department release a almost daily update. Moscow Police Department has been the most proactive when it comes to being involved with the media during an active case that I've seen in cases. Like, dude, I'm telling you, they're doing great. I'm really grateful to Moscow Police for giving us as many updates as they do, because we don't get this many updates. And for her to even not even acknowledge that just tells you just that one simple thing. Like, any true crime creator can be like, well, fuck, I've never seen this many updates, you know, because I haven't. I haven't. It's been 4 years since I started doing this. Nope. Like, these people are constantly giving updates. And for her to sit here and act like they're being all hush hush, they're not. What they're doing is controlling rumors that you're perpetuating, Betty. That's what they're doing. This law enforcement agency and how they're dealing with the press, it's a breath of fresh air for me. Having done this for 4 years, the 4 years that I've done this, all the cases that I've gotten passionate about, this act of law enforcement is the most profound that I've seen regarding the public. The most profound, because they're like, we're going to do our best to control the rumors, the speculation, the asinine theories. We're going to control that. So almost every day, they put out a press release that debunks shit. You know? I like the Moscow Police Department right now.
Going to be advising us of that information. We also have the the dog situation where Murphy, the dog that was owned by Kaylee Gonsalves,
she said the name right.
He was unharmed, appeared not to have been in the same room as the girls. Is it possible that Kaylee locked Murphy in her room while she slept in Maddie's room? It is my understanding that Kaylee's bed was no longer in that home, so that may have been a reason why.
What?
But their age group, it is not uncommon.
None of that has been confirmed by the Moscow Police Department. None of that has. She's just spewing bullshit out of her face. That's all she's doing. It's insane.
Common for girls to pile in to a bed to go to sleep. Many adults do it. Girls that, single moms that go out, go out with a friend, and, they only have one bed to crashing when they get home.
What are you talking about right now? Like, nobody here is a single mom. Like, nobody had kids, bro. What the fuck are you talking about, lady? Nobody was a single mom, bro.
Home because their kids are asleep.
What?
They pay the babysitter, and them and their girlfriend pass out in bed. Okay, that's not uncommon. I mean, guys are a little funny, but girls, we're just not funny like that. You know, we're just not. If we have
yeah, just so you know, being a lesbian is a myth. It's a myth. It doesn't really happen. It's not a real thing. Because girls, we don't think like that ever.
our legs tangled up with each other in the morning, we don't freak out and say, "Ah!" You know?
Whoa, what a fucking idiot. Let me just like save her here a little bit. Betty, okay. Okay, what Betty was trying to do here, folks, was she was trying to explain away the Maddie and Kaylee sleeping together thing and not make it weird, but she failed miserably. She was trying, like that was her intention. She was trying to not make it weird, but it was absolutely weird because she was talking about it, and it was never weird before. It was never weird before. This is the first time that I'm listening to somebody discuss the situation where I'm like, okay, this shit is fucking weird. Yeah, Betty, we already got past all that, Betty. We already got past all that. We discussed that she was in the middle of moving, and it doesn't even matter. Like, who the fuck gives a fuck if somebody lays down with somebody that they care about? And what business is it of any of ours what they do? So to the question that nobody with any common sense is asking, of, well, you know, why did they sleep together? Well, I can answer that. None of your fucking business. Doesn't matter. Totally and completely fucking irrelevant. Doesn't matter. Are they friends? Are they lovers? Who cares? Don't care. Don't care. None of your business. So you don't need to explain away, you know, Jesus Christ.
Guys, they would be blushing, right? They'd be like, you know, dude, did you get a little close to me? Did you make sure the pillow stayed between us? Right? Guys are funny like that. They just just have this, they're not comfortable in their manhood.
Oh shit. Sorry. I was muted. Sorry about that. So what I was saying was Sherry Pope was like, is she drunk again? Oh my God. No. She's not. But what I find interesting and why I slow her down like this is because she talks like somebody who's drunk, yet her physicality, how she delivers the information is what fools people. But if I slow her down and make her sound drunk, and that contributes to what she's saying, well, it's a more accurate Betty. Because this is an idiot right here. And when I slow her down, it almost projects her stupidity.
They can't sleep in the same bed with another man. Women, not so much. We don't really give a shit, right? We shower. I mean, if we both had to jump in the shower together, it's no big deal, right? If we had to get dressed butt naked, then it's no big deal. We don't get all funny like that.
Wow. Okay. She just got hot under the collar. Oh shit.
Here.
You know what's really funny?
Anyways, we came
this
out.
is actually what I was going to bring up way earlier. So I downloaded Showtime and I started an account with Showtime because I watched the movie American Gigolo recently. And so I started watching American Gigolo, the TV show. And it's based on the same characters. And John Bernthal plays American Gigolo. He plays Richard Gere's character from the movie. It's pretty cool, actually. And it's just a little shift in the story, like what if kind of thing. What if he actually got convicted and went to jail? And what I found really funny about it was watching this show and watching this story be relived and blah blah blah, right? Sorry, I'm looking at chat real quick. Hold on. Sorry. I jump into chats with whoever. Can't help myself. Okay.
Came out with these people, and it sounds like, and then some people were saying that they actually believed that this would the whole reason why they're looking for this white car is because of that body cam footage. From when they were dealing with that 301 call in Banff.
Okay, that footage has already been debunked. Again, law enforcement came out with a statement saying that that body cam footage has nothing to do with the murder case. Nothing to do with it. Totally different incident.
field off of Taylor Avenue where that alcohol altercation had taken place. And it was like, oh, wait a minute, is this what it is? Because everybody's getting all twisted over this information. We're like, well, maybe it's not that. Maybe it's something a little more. And so I'm looking at it, but then I come across this right here, and I want you guys to watch this because this is
What
a
could this
huge
possibly be?
break in the case, I truly believe. Listen.
A break in the case from TikTok, by the way.
This up here.
A break in the case.
Guys, there we go.
There we go.
The chef's chicken sandwiches from Panera. The familiar made fantastic.
Oh my God.
Give me just a second and then we'll get past
What?
the commercials. And once we get past the commercials.
What in the fuck am I looking at right now?
Describe what is happening at the residence. Tomorrow, me and my command team and other individuals will be going in to box up personal belongings of the people that live there. And we're going to be getting those items back to the families. It's time for us to get those things back that really mean something to those families and hopefully to help with some of their healing.
She better not be
Why do
about
you
to,
personally
she better not be about to do what I think she's going to do.
want to be involved in collecting these possessions? We have a lot of investigators investigating, and I'm not tied into the investigation side of it where I'm physically interviewing people, and it's important to me. It's important for us as a department to go in and
So it sounds like to me that they are going to be going into the home and boxing up the people's belongings themselves. I think they're doing this for evidentiary purposes to make sure that while they're boxing that up, that they didn't miss anything of evidentiary value. They're not giving a piece of nugget, piece of evidentiary nugget to.
No, it's just real simple, Betty. Listen, all they're doing is making sure that the family gets the things that matter to them. That's it. They've already, that indicates to me that they already scanned everything. They already got everything that they need for the investigation as far as the personal items go.
Get to somebody unbeknownst to them. So it sounds like they're being involved in the whole packing up of these belongings.
take care of the families.
Of course.
And get the items for them so that they can have some of those back and some of those memories back that are fond memories. And I'm a dad. I understand the the meaning behind some of those things. It may be something that we gave one of our children or something, and we're just trying to bring some of that healing. As people learn about this stage of the investigation, what do you want to say about where you're at with the investigation? We're at that point in the investigation where we're still gathering information. We're still gathering tips. We're still gathering evidence. We're still doing everything we need to do. But there also comes a point in time when the family needs to have those belongings back, the ones that we can get them back. They've asked for some of those things back. So we're ready to take care of that for them.
So there you go. That's that. Let me get this pack pulled
Police
back.
are removing some of the belongings still inside the home in Moscow.
There we go. Sorry.
Okay, so
But yeah, so it sounds like that wasn't really the clip. I must have missed the clip that I was looking for. I was looking for the clip.
Because that clip wasn't important.
Let me get this exited out. There we go.
Yeah, let me just. I'm going to play this clip, but I'm going to say that it's not important.
I was looking for the clip that has them talking about the white vehicle. The white vehicle was the police chief had stated that this had nothing to do with the body cam footage. Let me get that pulled up here if I can find it. I think it might have been on our chat. Hold on a second. Give me just a second, guys.
Wow. Really, Betty?
Yeah, there's also they were getting bagged up. It looks like they went in the house and got some more evidence. Well, we also received confirmation that the police have updated today, also confirmed Ethan and Xana were at the Sigma Chi house until 1:45. So it sounds like they were there.
Wait, what?
That's Maddie's room.
Were lights still on in Maddie's room? In the murder of the 4 University of Idaho students, it was believed that one of the 4
I'm hoping it's on here because
the new information.
Olivia and I went through this footage and saw some things. So hopefully,
Bro, why is she always on Brian Enton's dick? So weird.
Injuries were significantly more brutal.
that's the room right there. Isn't that eerie?
That is what I can say.
What?
Significantly more brutal than her best friend Maddie's injuries. Today we find out that Kaylee Gonsalves had significantly more brutal injuries.
I must see if I can get this.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore. Yeah, guys. So these people aren't going to stop. Let's be honest. These people aren't going to stop. But I'm really grateful. And you know, I don't know, maybe it takes larger channels. I don't know. But Ikemel doing the live stream that he did, or well, the video that he did, and exposing this Joseph Morris person, I thought that was great. And he broke down how they caught him too. I love that. I love that. But does it matter as far as like who is a larger channel or versus a smaller channel? Every single person that you see acting in this kind of behavior is somebody that I feel we should be aware of and just cancel them from our lists of people to listen to, people to donate to. I just these are real people, you know. there are victims, there are victims' families, there are victims' loved ones, just people that maybe just friends, somebody that they had one moment with, you know. I am really glad that the Moscow Police Department is stating publicly that those people that are spreading misinformation, spreading rumors, they could be held accountable. And I hope that that happens. I hope that that happens. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I love you guys a lot. I had a lot of fun tonight. We'll do this again very soon, my friends.